So y'all can say what I want to say. If YouTube don't like you, they can block you. And if anybody asks, remember, everything's allegedly. Even allegedly. And y'all better be in the wine glass. Okay? Now, I know y'all are wondering when I'm going to start drinking again. Okay, I just do after work, okay? But here's the thing. I am going to start drinking with y'all again. I have some custom wine glasses being made, and I want to debut my drinking with my wine glass, okay? So the head wino is going to be drinking. Just give us time, okay? And yeah, I felt like it got a little dark in this room for a second, so I was a little... Jasmine, did you notice the light change?
I didn't see it. You
didn't see it? Okay, maybe it's just the camera readjusting to the the light and stuff like that. Okay, so full show for you guys today. All right, definitely are going to be discussing Sean Kingston and his mother. Unfortunately, they were railroaded. I mean, we can feel either way about it, but I would just wait for you guys to receive all the specifics because I have a lot of backstory on this here case, and it's gonna surprise you. It's gonna surprise you a lot. Also, my colleague Carlos Watson has been pardoned by Trump. We're definitely going to be discussing that. We're also going to be discussing in White Wine News, Elon Musk paying out $2.5 million in child support for a baby that he don't even know is his, okay? So remember last time, winos, we cued y'all in on some very exclusive private information that was going on X. Okay, but they didn't even know what the backstory was concerning this new baby mama that Nick Cannon got jealous of, the 14th baby mama, and the details surrounding why she had to come out and let us know. Okay, also going to be discussing Aisha Howard, little baby's baby mother, and her battle with Anthony Edwards over, custody and child support. There's a lot of hit-a-lick news with these baby mamas. I can still get pregnant, I really can. And last but not least, definitely going to be discussing our fellow blogger, Milagro Grams, and her case that's heating up with Megan Thee Stallion. Much, much more. And of course, we got our second show, and we'll discuss that a little later. But in the meantime, guys, while you guys are coming on up in here, we're going to roll some sponsors because that's how we get paid. We don't sugarcoat nothing around here. We let y'all know what it is, okay? And so without further ado, we got some sponsors that we need to brag about, which means boldly raise a glass to hold that thought. We will be right back. Let's go!
Rockstar Wireless. We get it. Times are tough right now. And the last thing you need is a long-term commitment with the wireless carrier for an upgrade with the same features. Congratulations. Rockstar Wireless has your back. Stay connected with America's fastest growing wireless network. Coast to coast, we have you covered. Plans starting as low as $9.99. Unlimited 5G plans start at $19.99. Yeah, you heard me right, $19.99. If you're paying hundreds a month on your wireless plan, you need to make the switch. Get the same nationwide 5G at a fraction of the price. I understand you can afford to pay more, but why? At Rockstar Wireless, it's important to know why. Make the switch today at rockstarwireless.com and earn your why.
When I told you that I wanted us to change, I really meant that. Earlier, when I was talking about the threesome, well, that was just me being honest with you.
I appreciate you being honest, babe, and opening up to me. I really want you to be happy.
Listen, babe, you're my wife. You're my soulmate. And no one and nothing is gonna change that.
Okay, so listen, if we do this, we gotta have some rules.
Definitely.
Okay.
You say the word.
Just listen. Rule number one.
Rule number one.
No one-offs. No sex, no dates, nothing.
Sounds good.
This is for us. Rule number two.
Number two.
Feel comfortable if I pick her.
But I mean...
Okay, listen. We can pick her together.
Oh, that's what I'm talking about. Yes. Yeah. Rule number three. What's rule number three?
Go back to rule number one.
No one-offs.
No one-offs.
No one-offs. Absolutely never. And is there a rule? Is there a fourth rule?
Watch this full program and other exclusive content on www.tashaklive.com.
All right, and don't forget, all those movies are streaming live right now on TashaKLive.com. And don't forget, we are sponsored in part by the Sugar Case on ShopTKDeals.com. This is the premier body oil that I use. This is the cotton candy one. It's what keeps me all glossed up and everything like that, smelling all good. especially when you're sweating and everything. I typically put it on in the shower while I'm wet, and I let it dry to my skin. I do rub it in while it's wet, and that's why my skin is always shining and glowy, okay? Shout out to the Sugar Case, a Black woman-owned company, all right? Use my coupon code TK10 to get 10% off of all of your orders, including the lip stains, because I have on her natural nude lip stain here as well, too, okay? I support my little Black women, okay? All of our sisters, we have got to stick together because ain't nobody else gonna do it. Ain't nobody else gonna do it, okay? Now, while y'all are coming on up here, I know y'all are shocked at how early we are today, right? Get used to it. Get used to it, okay? Because I want to be off early. Last night, it was so long. We were here for like 3.5 hours. I had to go down to the ocean and cleanse myself. It was a lot going on during that happy hour yesterday, okay? And so although I was happy to receive and happy to give and everything, but I'm be honest with you, I almost called out of work today. I really did. I almost called out of work, but that's okay. That's okay. Y'all probably would have fired me because y'all would like, Tasha, you calling out just a little too much. Just a little too much. What you mean you said that last time? What are y'all talking about? Y'all know I be talking. Y'all know I be talking. All right. So in Hidden Lick News, in Hidden Lick News, White Wine News, Elon Musk. Now, y'all remember I told y'all when this baby mama came out here, we got on the phone with some sources that was close to both, especially her, okay? And so she had popped out and everybody was shocked about Elon Musk fathering a 14th child, okay? And this was supposed to be a secret child. Now, let me get her name because Lord knows I done forgot this heifer's name. You know, all these names I got to remember over the years. It's just too much, okay? So her name is Ashley St. Clair. She is an influencer, not a big time influencer or anything like that. I mean, she don't do anything on our level. And who's not an influencer these days? Anytime somebody got a social media account, they're an influencer. And it's true. Like if you have a social media account and you got people watching you, sell yourself, sell a product. Sell a product, okay? I'll tell you what I got on later. Okay, y'all gonna be shocked at where I got it from. All right. Now, Ashley St. Clair came out, I believe it was around 2 months ago, if I'm not mistaken. And she surprised us doing an interview saying that she was the 14th baby mama. And you know, she had came out doing this whole interview and she didn't disclose the reason as to why she was doing the interview. She just said, you know, you know, we had a pretty much a one night stand. I met him through the company. I got pregnant. He showed up for the birth of the baby. He signed the birth certificate, but yet he's been keeping me in court, and stalling me in court and trying to, well, she didn't tell us about the gag order then, but I told y'all about the gag order. I don't know if y'all remember that. But she said basically he was trying to manhandle her. Okay, and so she came out before the gag order was put in place because he was trying to gag her because, you know, he was up working or so-called working at the White House, but I heard he about to get fired. Okay, and I'm happy for that. All right, so here's the thing. So she comes out, does this whole, you know, interview. Everybody's shocked. Oh, he's a deadbeat dad. He comes out, I'm not a deadbeat dad, and even stood 10 toes down on it yesterday in this article, because when she finally came out to say the real reason as to why she decided to out this is because he was trying to put a gag order on her and take her baby, allegedly, to the taking the baby. We got other baby mamas on X that is screaming, Elon, where's my baby? Babies. I'm like, how you have 3 kids with Elon Musk and you ain't seen the first baby, the second baby, or the third baby? It sounds like you selling babies and you want to see them every now and then. But them babies is on SpaceX. They somewhere on Mars. They somewhere being educated in a whole nother world to start a whole new population because they know they don't sit this earth to shit. They already know. Somebody fired and deported. Y'all crazy. Now, here's the thing. So Ashley finally comes out to tell the real reason as to why she decided to expose him for this alleged secret baby that he signed the birth certificate for, but he didn't want to claim. But he still wants a DNA test, but she claims he's been dragging it. It's because he has been trying to gag her. He's been trying to put a gag order on her. He doesn't want his business out. It's hurting his image. You know, he believes in pro-life and all of that. And so she decided to get in front of it by talking to the New York Times and basically telling her experience. Now, here's my thing. Because I like to talk to the young girls out here. I mean, obviously this is an old man. He's used to doing things a certain way. And for her to come out and say, not her, him, come out and say that he is giving her 500 grand, I guess a year. Plus, what did he say? I don't know if the child is mine or not, but I'm not against finding out. No court order is needed, despite not knowing for sure. I have given Ashley $2.5 million, and I'm sending over $500K a year. Look at me reading like just hilarious. Lord Jesus, she rubbing off on me. Lord Jesus. But anyway, $500K a year, and he gave you $2.5 million, and all you had to do is be quiet. Don't put his name out there, but because he didn't spend Valentine's Day with you, and he was trying to put a gag order on you, you wanted the world to know that you, as an influencer, are now Elon Musk, one of the richest white men in the world's baby mama. I gotta tell you, baby mamas is winning these. Baby mamas is winning. But here's my thing: if he's giving you that much, 2.5 million and 500K a year, and you ain't got to work, that's just starting out. You ain't even got the paternity test, but he did sign the birth certificate. He is seeing the baby. You're claiming he's not seeing the baby enough, but look what he's doing, okay? He's unemploying babies right now. Here's my thing. I just don't get why you included us in the group chat. What is wrong with a gag order as long as you're getting your check? Unless you were trying to leverage being an influencer, being Elon Musk's baby mama. That's the only thing I can think of. Because what would possess you to get us involved like we can help you do anything? It's not tarnishing his image. He's got all of his other baby mamas screaming on his own platform, and instead of blocking them because he owns it, they're tweeting under his tweets the same way you're tweeting, calling him a deadbeat and all of that, but yet he's paying you as a deadbeat? After all, that's what you wanted? Or did you want a relationship? Because I'm telling you, that's what really ticked her off, was the fact that she did not get to spend Valentine's Day with him, and he got a new young one. He loves little young assistants and tech companies. He goes in there, he puts them down. He doesn't wear condoms and nothing like that. And if they have a baby, he can afford it. I just don't see what the problem is at all. At all. Do y'all see? I can see if he wasn't paying nothing. I can see if he didn't sign the birth certificate. Who cares if he's trying to put a gag order on you to save his brand so he can pay you more? Why are you trying to sabotage the baby? She's going to mess around, and she's going to be around here just like his other baby mama, asking where her children are. Where's X, XX, and XXX at? Because that's what she named them. Get on up out of here. You know, hit a lick. Most of us ain't even gonna see that type of cash in our lifetime. Now she's selling her Tesla. I'm done. That's a whole salary. It's a whole salary. Moving on. In other hit a lick news, I gotta tell you, the baby mamas is winning. I'm still fertile. The baby mothers is winning, okay? So I don't know if y'all know Aisha Howard. This is little baby's baby mother. I believe she has a son with him. She's his first baby mother before Jada Waiter came in the picture. And, little baby has been taking care, of her baby. She's had no issues. She hasn't had no kids ever since then. She hasn't popped up pregnant that we know of. She's just been quiet, collecting her checks, still working at Magic City and stripping some time when she needed a little extra cash. But for the most part, she's been under the radar. Now, she starts sleeping with this basketball player, Anthony Edwards. Now, come to find out, he has a longtime girlfriend he's been with. She has nothing to do with this, so I'm not going to bring her name up because she's not married to this man, and nor does she have any type of power of attorney over his body or his penis. Otherwise, he wouldn't have got out and made another baby with Aisha, okay? And so even though he had a girlfriend, he decided to court Aisha, probably did meet her, at a strip club, and he started sleeping with her. Now, personally, I know Aisha, and she's unproblematic. No, she's not sleeping with nobody at the grocery store, and given her history and the type of men that she's been around, it's not uncommon for her to lay down with somebody of this financial status, not status character, but financial status, because his character is not that high. And so she ends up getting pregnant. She was quiet about the pregnancy and who the father was. And then she handled it behind the scenes because obviously he had gotten her pregnant, told her, apparently, according to him, that he didn't want the baby. She decided it's her body. She's going to keep the baby, and that's her right. And whatever comes with that, comes with that. Okay? So you have to understand, as a woman, just because a man gets you pregnant doesn't obligate them to take care of the baby. And so just as irresponsible as you were opening your legs, receiving, it's just as irresponsible as him to not take care of the child. So it takes two. So we got two parents here. Both of them are well off. Both of them were engaging in unprotected sex. Now they got a child. Beautiful little chocolate girl. Beautiful little chocolate girl. He has babies with the other baby mama. But he's decided that he doesn't want to be a part of Aisha's baby's life because it makes his baby mama, the one that he loves, look bad publicly. So what he's doing is taking pictures, and I'm not going to put the kids up here. He's taking pictures with the baby mama's baby that he loved, which is his longtime girlfriend that he was cheating on and he has yet to marry, while he was sleeping with Aisha. And he's kind of taunting Aisha in the public, saying, this is the baby that I love and I don't want nothing to do with your baby. And so she's taking it to court. Now he claims the only reason, now Aisha has always lived personally between, and let me just say exclusive, okay? Because like I said, I know her, okay? But Aisha has lived between LA and Georgia, okay? And so he claims the only reason she filed child support in California was to get a higher amount because, you know, the cost of living is a lot higher. If she submits bills, she'll get a higher amount to take care of the child. So he decided to fight back on that. Now he's spending money on lawyers. He's still actively playing basketball. He's still actively in the other baby mama's life, while Aisha is just trying to fight for paternity because he hasn't signed a birth certificate and he hasn't given a dime at all, despite what reports are saying this morning. Okay. And so that got kicked out of court because it was jurisdictional issues saying that she wasn't really a resident of California. So she had to kick it back to Georgia court. And so all of a sudden we wake up this morning to publications saying that he has since given Aisha, because he's already told the court he doesn't want any rights to the baby. She can have the baby. I don't want to see the baby. I don't want to take care of the baby. This baby is non-existent. Just take your money and go. But he hasn't given her any money. So when we're waking up to press articles all over the internet, basically stating that Anthony Edwards, because this was killing his brand. And in basketball, you know, they don't like no negative publicity and things like that, especially for, you know, shoe deals and you know, soda deals and things like that. It looks bad publicly. You're supposed to be the family guy, the Steph Curry, the LeBron James, but instead you got, you know, bastard babies out here that you claim that you don't want nothing to do with. And so this is going to impede on us coming behind you to endorse a product. So we're waking up today to him allegedly paying, get this, and everybody is calling him, oh my God, this is a boss move. This is this. He has allegedly given Aisha Howard, after he claims he doesn't want anything to do with this baby, but he's going to take care of the babies he has with his baby mama, $1,080,000 in child support all at once. So NBA star Anthony Edwards made a historic move by paying $1,080,000 in child support all at once, covering 18 years worth of payments. So basically, if you break this down over 18 years, this is $5,000 a month. So supposedly he gave her this, and this was supposed to end it. Cap. He didn't give her shit. Nothing. One thing that I know about PR teams is when you up against like a big celebrity and they got PR teams in their pocket, they can put any headline about you. Ain't nobody gonna read the details. Ain't nobody gonna pull the lawsuit. But we're going to pull statements, and I'm glad that she did go to social media and shut it down and say, Jasmine, do you have her screenshots? If you don't have them, that's fine. I'll pull them. Hold on for a second, because I thought I gave them, but that's cool. But Aisha did come to say, this is not true. I haven't received anything. We're still in court fighting. Hold on for a second. Hold on. There are no court documents, motions, or proceedings that have occurred, nor have I been offered or agreed to such terms, okay? Because he's getting all this praise over social media in order to save his family brand so that he can get endorsements. This is what this is all about. But he should have thought about endorsements before he stepped out on his girlfriend. But is that really stepping out? Because that's a girlfriend, that's not a wife. Why haven't you married her? Oh, because you like the whole around. That's why you haven't married her. And now you got this baby, and you thought by trying to keep her in court because she doesn't have a big public persona. She's just little baby's baby mother that still has to go out and work. And she even had to chase little baby down for some child support. But now you want to come back like Captain Saber, baby. Listen, just take your $1 million. I don't want nothing to do with you. Here's your child support all at once. And this will help me to secure more deals. No. Cap. Okay. So Aisha gonna get her money. Believe that. Okay. She get her money from Lil Baby. She's gonna get her money. And that's my thing too. Like, this is partly her fault for allowing him to nut in her. Because when you open your legs, that's my thing. You gotta take what comes with that. If it comes with an STD, if it comes with a baby, you gotta accept responsibility. The difference between her and him is that she got child support from Lil Baby to drag him through court. Now, it would have been a power move for him if he would have paid her, because he's gonna spend $1+ million in legal fees fighting her for a baby that's his, that he gonna end up paying for anyway. So why not just do it instead of lying to the media saying that you did it to make yourself look good because you're losing money? Anyway, listen, we're going to take a little break. After the break, we got my friend Carlos Watson, okay? He got his sentence commuted, and he has a pardon coming up from Trump. We're also going to talk about Milagro Grams and Megan Thee Stallion. And last but not least, Sean Kingston, and this unprecedented case that just sent him to prison, him and his mother to prison. They are facing up to 20 years in prison. All this and more coming up right after the break. You guys make sure you like, share, and subscribe. Yes, we are live early today, so get used to it. I promise you get used to it, because we have other shows that we're coming out with. And so in the meantime, we're going to run this. We're going to go to break. We got some sponsors that we need to brag about, which means boldly raise a glass to let's go. Okay.
You're nervous because you're not feeling so fresh. Huh? No, not down there, up here. Tell me this, have you ever panicked at the thought of taking off your wig and releasing the worst odor? Or just the thought of your partner burying their face in your 4-week old box braids? One more question. Are you delaying your commitment to growing love locks because you know your scalp's history with thick, flaky buildup? If you can relate to any of these pretty common issues, I might have a solution for you. Crown & Glorious Medicated Shampoo. It's proven to not only clear up scalp buildup, but clear it for a lot longer. Using Crown & Glorious, you can do what before was unthinkable, like leaving in your protective styles for longer periods. You know, to get your money's worth. Because the formula used in Crown & Glorious eliminates the underlying causes of that sour smell in your hair and helps to prevent crusty buildup. As if that's not exciting enough, studies have shown that the active ingredients in Crown & Glorious can actually block certain hormones that causes hair loss, and it can effectively reverse alopecia or regrow your hair on thinning edges. So if you're ready to change your life forever, visit myclearcrown.com. Grab your first bottle of Crown & Glorious Medicated Shampoo, because your crown is glory, and glory starts at the crown.
One day.
This is crazy, man. This is crazy.
One moment. One choice.
I made $1 million in a minute.
Left or right can determine the rest of your life.
Who the f*** is you talking to? Bitch, don't walk away from me.
Get the fuck up! We need some help!
Nail dance, bitch! Nail dance! What the fuck is you doing?
God, I think you get shot.
Man, ain't nobody shoot that girl.
Yes, this Corey shot me.
Watch this full program and other exclusive content on www.tashaklive.com.
That movie funny as hell. I see y'all in the comments over there on TashaKLive.com. The rapper who got shot in the heel, and they actually found somebody that was 7 feet tall to play Megan Thee Stallion. Hilarious. Okay. If you do want to see that movie, it is available on TashaKLive.com. So don't forget. Okay, you can head on over there. Subscribe, and then once you watch it, you can unsubscribe, but you do get access to everything else for 30 days, so it doesn't matter. Okay. All right. So real quick, I must remind you guys, because you guys know I signed a deal with the bankruptcy consultation attorneys, and if you guys are suffering from any sort of debt, okay, credit card debt, I know they signed the bill with the medical bills, but even your home, your car debt, just anything, student loans, guys, you can talk to a bankruptcy attorney for free. All you got to do is go to startovernow.org. Okay, startovernow.org, and you'll get a free consultation with a bankruptcy attorney to see if you qualify. Okay, and so I believe the moderators is probably sharing that link in the chat. We've already converted probably about 200 to 300 winos and getting them started with bankruptcy now, and they're going to be cleared up. They're going to be able to keep their houses and their cars. All of their unsecured debt will be put into a bankruptcy, whether they're Chapter 7 or Chapter 13. And yeah, they can start over. Okay. And so this is my second bankruptcy that I'm proud of that I filed. And my credit score right now is sitting at a 714. I can get a car. I can get a house. I can get all the things that I need. So nothing has changed. They just forgave most of my debt. So be quiet. Anyway, my situation is not y'all's situation. However, I am very happy with my situation, and you can be happy with your situation as well. Okay. And so visit startovernow.org. All right. To talk to a bankruptcy attorney for free. Okay. All right. So let's go. Yep. Call them soon. Now let's get it, Coco. Let's get it. You said, what if the IRS show up to court? They showed up to court on me. They can rope your IRS debt into the bankruptcy, or if you haven't paid your IRS debt for 3 years, guess what? They can forgive that. They can wipe that off in bankruptcy. See, y'all didn't even know that, did you? But if you just talk to a bankruptcy attorney, they'll tell you all that. What's going on? Okay, hold on for a second. All right. So my friend, before we get into Megan Thee Stallion as well as Sean Kingston, so my colleague Carlos Watson, if you were on, I believe, Jasmine, did we do this interview on Tasha K Live, or did we do it on YouTube? On YouTube. Okay, so y'all remember me interviewing Carlos Watson. He is an African-American media mogul. He does employ African-American people. Built his company to almost $1 billion brand. It was called Ozzy Media. And so, with that comes problems. Now, just the other day, we did celebrate after we interviewed Carlos, because he was sentenced to almost 10 years in prison for conspiracy to commit wire fraud. Okay. He did not commit wire fraud, and they're saying that he conspired to do it. And so here's what happened, just in case, because when we posted that Trump had commuted his sentence, the comments that were just underneath that post just kind of made me sick, because I'm just like, this man ain't shot up no neighborhood. This man employs Black people. I just don't get why people would say, well, if he scammed and committed fraud, why is he not in jail? Well, the problem is he didn't. So what happened was he owned a company, right? And so that company gained a lot of traction, so much traction that they took major deals from already establishing media companies, which means like Coca-Cola, it could be Pepsi deals, it could be car deals, it could be these major commercial brands. And when you see commercials come in front of our videos with YouTube, it could be Hertz, it could be these multi-million-dollar commercial deals, because he has eyes on his platform. So I'm trying to break it down in a way where you can understand it, because no one should have to go through what he went through. And I'm glad that Trump did step in to commute him, because it was just utter bullshit. Okay? It was just utter bullshit. And so he built this company, bare hands. got legit investors to invest in him. No one has ever complained. BuzzFeed. And I know you guys have heard of BuzzFeed. BuzzFeed was a competing platform with Aussie Media. Aussie Media was now taking over the web space and with digital as well as, just all types of content and taking ads. And so they were both, from my understanding, bidding on the same ads, and Aussie Media ended up taking these ad deals. Well, BuzzFeed comes in and says, hey, according to, them, I want to buy you. He entertains BuzzFeed buying him. They say, we need to see what your company is worth, but we want to offer you about $300 million. They're trying to figure out, how he's doing this, how he's able to take all this money as a Black man, being from Miami. He's not from the streets. He's Harvard educated, worked on Wall Street and everything. Okay. He did his thing. And so once they looked at his book, so he agreed, okay, let's talk about buying. Let's talk about this. And so he ended up opening his books under NDA to BuzzFeed to let them see how he was able to run the business. They weren't supposed to share those books. Well, they found out when they opened the books that his CFO was basically acting as if he was somebody else to secure, I guess, YouTube or Google deals under false pretenses of being someone else just to get a meeting. That's all they found. That's all they found. Okay. And so what usually happens is you either get fined by the FCC if they find that you're trying to secure deals fraudulently, or, that person gets fired and they get charged. Well, instead, his CFO decided to, testify against him, saying that he made him do it. He ends up in court. So they charge him, they charge the company, and both of them are facing prison time. Now, I don't know how a company is going to face prison time, but okay. They make up a law that's new every day. Now, instead, like I said, of fining him or allowing him to fire the employee, they decided to say that all of his investors were defrauded. And that wasn't true. That wasn't true. And there's just so many ins and outs to the case. Well, of course, when federal courts, what they do is they exhaust you financially. Big lawyers end up paying for, what you get what you get is what you pay for. What you pay for is what you get. And he ended up being sentenced to 9 years. Well, his sisters, because he got 2 Black sisters, decided to take their ass down to DC. And they got, what is the doctor name, Jasmine? What's her name? What's the Black lady name? Because it was another Black lady. The CFO was, I think he was Indian. Huh?
Was it Dr. Topeka Sam?
Yeah, Dr. Topeka Sam here, okay, decided to lobby and get Carlos pardoned. Well, the pardon has started, get his sentence commuted 1 hour before he was to turn himself in. 1 hour. Trump took a meeting, said, come on in. What is it? Let me see it. Wiped his whole sentence away. Ain't never met this man, ain't never knew this man. And he has a chance to start fresh if he wants to, or just keep his company going. But what happens a lot in the United States is that, when they see Black people making a lot of money, like Jay-Z and, Diddy, he's running a mafia and stuff like that. This is the type of stuff that they do. But because he had connections and he was Harvard educated and he knew how to go about lobbying and getting things done, this is a white collar crime. This ain't involved with this ain't no Jeffrey Epstein stuff or anything like that. He decided to use their own shit against them. And I just wonder what those prosecutors had to say when that pardon came through. Because, BuzzFeed and them thought that they were going to put Aussie Media out of business so that they can retain their contracts. But now he's back. Shout out to Carlos. And I like that he got a Black last name, Watson. And his Black sisters. And the Black doctor that helped to get the pardon done, because not everybody belongs in jail. And I just don't understand, if your employee does something that's criminal, why are you being held liable for it? They don't do that with everybody else. Come on now. Come on. Let's stop the cap. I know my chair do need some WD-40. Congratulations. And he will be on the platform once he unwinds himself, because he was under a tremendous amount of stress thinking he was finna go to jail for a decade over some shit that he did not do. Period. Moving on. Yes, he will. Yes, he will. Won't he do it? Now, what Carlos is going to do is he's going to contact me, and he's going to go to startovernow.org. He's going to basically bankrupt all that debt that the feds made him accumulate trying to fight this case. And then he's going to start fresh and build another company because he went to school and he's educated and he's got the swagger to do it. Startovernow.org. Get your bankruptcy now for free. No, okay. So y'all, I don't know what color my hair is. Okay, this is a sun color. I don't know, but all I know is I'm gonna wait a couple of weeks before I dye it again. What color should I dye it? Y'all tell me what color I should dye it. Okay, and then I'll do it that color. All right. So Megan Thee Stallion. I don't have my lineup, Jasmine. So you're gonna have to lead this because Shaq got the phone. I don't know why he got my phone. He probably trying to look up to see who I'm texting. You know, I got a little side. You know, I'm playing. Anyway, all right. So I don't know if y'all have been following this lawsuit between Milagro and Megan Thee Stallion. So Milagro goes by Mob Radio, and she was sued by Megan Thee Stallion last year, if I'm not mistaken. I think it was either earlier this year or last year, for cyber stalking, cyberbullying, revenge porn, defamation, all types of stuff. Okay. And so I've been following the case very closely. And on my second channel, Tasha K Clips, I've advised her because, I've been through this, not to this extent with the cyber bullying and all of this stuff. Mine was intentional infliction of emotional distress, defamation. It was just invasion of privacy, things like that, okay, on a public figure, right? And so my outcome came as a result, and we can all, beg to differ, but, I don't see anybody that like, if you truly know you didn't do anything, then you didn't do anything. So that's me, and I'm standing on it, and I put my money where my mouth was. And so although, I didn't win the battle, to me, I won the war. I'm still here. My platform is still relevant, still thriving. We're making great money. We're able to pay our creditors 20%, of our bottom line, and everybody's happy. You said platinum, everybody's happy, okay? And that was in the past, right? And so when it comes to this, like, Milagro doesn't have the same bag that I got. And, her platform is built on pretty much asking for donations, asking for $20. And so Megan has accused Milagro of basically conspiring with Tory to put out, I guess, to cyberbully, put out, I guess, narratives that are in his favor. And she was doing a good job. I mean, she was intertwined with the family. She did sit in the courthouse and did see what was going down between, on the case. And she still felt like she felt. I mean, she has freedom of speech to say how she feels and what she thinks. Okay. And so if she feels that, Tory should be free, Tory should be free. Now, what they're saying is that because she's a public platform and she's claiming that she's media, that she shouldn't be taking, I guess, money from the family in order to, I guess, put out bad narratives on Megan, and it's causing her all types of emotional issues and distress, and she's not able to, work efficiently. And I'm like, that has nothing to do with your work. Your talent is your talent. No one is in charge of your talent but you, and nothing that she says or does is going to hinder your success. Okay, that is all you. And so she's gotten a restraining order against Tory. She's gotten tried to get a restraining order against Milagro. And so the case has been heating up. And so Milagro does have free well, I'm not going to say free representation. They did offer to represent her, Unite the People, which is a nonprofit law firm out of California. They did offer to represent her pro bono because they thought they were going to be able to get the case knocked out. And so that didn't happen. And so they asked her to apologize, something my attorneys never advised me to do. Because had they would have advised me to do that, there would be no money for them. There would be no 20, 30K a month checks for them. They were an up-and-coming law firm. And, there would be no checks for the other lawyers as well. So they gotta, it's a give and take per se. So if we keep, people at odds, we make more money. And so Megan is spending probably about $2 to $3 million of money that I personally don't think that she has right now, to try to silence a blogger that's already in my eyes silenced. I mean, less than 3,000 followers on one platform, 10 on another. But in order to see Milagros' stuff, because she's shadow banned, you have to go over to her page to watch it. Like, it's not like it's going viral. Like, you have to go to her page. You have to be sitting in her lives that are 4 hours long to watch this. And so Milagro, she's standing 10 toes down saying she's going to fight it. And I told her what their goal was, because why would I go through all of this to not share, how someone else could avoid going through what I went through and saving them almost $2 million. Because that's what I'm spending. That's what I spent. You understand what I'm saying? Like, that's a lot of money for somebody that gets on the internet to beg for $20 just to keep a live stream going. And she's not monetized on any of her platforms. So she uses Cash App, she uses Zelle, she uses, other things and stuff like that. But it's just like, right now, this is an ego issue. This is a pride issue. They're trying to set a precedent against, because, we Black women, when we get ready to speak and we have audiences that follow us, people listen. People listen. And so that bothers Black women or just women in color, women who claim they are of color or who market to women of color in general, and they can't push the narratives that they want to push because there's always somebody like me or Milagro that's just going to call Capper bullshit, right? And so sometimes we do take it too far, but that's just the nature of being in the world of talk. Your mouth can make you money or it can cost you money. But when it comes to Milagro, even if she lied, Lisa, who ain't told a lie? For real? Megan got justice. The person who shot her is in jail. Speaking of that, if you want to watch that movie, they did a reenactment movie of the rapper who got shot in the hill. It is streaming live right now on TashaKLive.com. You do have to subscribe to watch that movie. Then you can unsubscribe when you're done. But here's the thing. I asked, and I reached out to Milagro, and she's upset about me reporting on her, although she's reported on me over the years and wants me to apologize to her. And I'm not apologizing to you for my stance on nothing. You have a platform, I have a platform. So the mere fact that you think that I owe you something, I don't owe you a damn thing, Milagro. And I could have kept my advice, to myself and just let you just get buried in legal fees, which you're not paying. So you really don't feel it because you have a GoFundMe up for your legal fees. And I'm like, so you lose and they're paying for your legal fees. Who's going to pay for the judgment? Who's going to help you get your platform back on YouTube, Facebook, Instagram when they take it down for cyberbullying? Because that's what they're going to use to get it taken down. They're trying to get you stripped from the internet. So you can't never ask for any money ever again. Period. Because every single platform has a terms of service. And so I came out and told her, I said, either apologize, which she claims she's already done, or file bankruptcy. File bankruptcy right now. Go to startovernow.org right now, file bankruptcy, enter this case, saying the reason you're filing bankruptcy is because you can't afford to litigate Chapter 7, Megan Thee Stallion. She cannot refile. The case is done. You're done. You're scot-free. But instead, you want to use like your supporters' money and sympathy. You got a platform. You got to stand behind what comes comes with that. Just like every time I get up here to go live, everything that I say is on me. I don't ask y'all for no money, but you out here begging for it. And my thing is, here's the thing. If you really want to keep your assets, you want to keep your platform, you want to keep all that, just file bankruptcy, put ass in litigation. Her lawyers ain't getting paid. Your lawyers ain't getting paid. You can go back to saying whatever it is you want to say. Ain't nothing they can do. Nothing they can do. But you want to wait to see if you can win. And these cases are not designed for people like me and you to win because we don't have the type of money they got. She got Rock Nation. You got rocking your nation. My case, nobody can get my case thrown out. My case is closed. It was closed in Georgia, where it took place 2 years ago, and it's closed now federally with the bankruptcy. Stop. I don't have to be quiet at anything. And what I'm telling her from one sister to another, file bankruptcy if you don't want to apologize, and ain't nothing none of them lawyers can do. You don't have the money. You can't afford this. Obviously, your GoFundMe says that. Your income says that. Megan can kick rocks with the heel. And you can go about your life and continue to make commentary. But if you keep down this road, they're going to take down your platform. They're going to take it down, especially in Florida. And they're going to charge her criminally. I heard her the other night. She was on Station Head talking about, if she keeps stressing me out like this, I'm going to pull a Tasha K. I'm going to pull a Tasha K. You don't wait until it's too late, because had I would have known that I could have filed bankruptcy during my litigation, I would have bankrupted my lawyers and hers. Done. Nobody would have got another dime out of me. Period. But when you know more, you do more. I didn't know that at the time, but now I know. And y'all better be filing bankruptcy too. Startovernow.org, okay? Free consultations. Free. I need a media consultation business. I ain't got time for these hard-headed ass people. These people don't be listening. They want to mimic everything that I'm doing, but they don't listen. Funky Dineva, you over there driving somebody, you gonna slap me, but had me on the phone trying to save your check from being garnished. All over some dirty baseboards. That's the day. You gonna see me shoot him in the knees. Let him walk up on me. I'm gonna shoot him in them black, ashy, crusty, bone-looking knees. Two count, bow. But you gonna walk up on somebody. All of them always calling me, watching me, seeing what I'm doing. But then you want to talk shit about me in the same breath. Man, stop. But Megan, just file your bankruptcy. You can go to startovernow.org, get a bankruptcy attorney. Matter of fact, because your case is in Florida, Chad, my attorney, he'll take it. He will take it. He will bankrupt you, and ain't nothing Megan and her team can do. None of those high-powered lawyers. Nothing. But if you let a judgment enter, which means if you get a verdict and you let a judgment enter, it's called a tort, which means you cannot erase it off of a bankruptcy, which means you could put it into a bankruptcy and pay it off, right? So they can't garnish you, they can't take your assets and stuff like that. That's what I did. But for you, you're stuck with it. So why be stuck with something like that when you got the option to just let it go now? Why would you do that? Come on now. Come on. Stop the cap. All right, guys, after the break, we got some exclusive information on Sean Kingston. He's going down, okay? I hope his butthole is wide enough. Okay? After that, guys, I need my phone. Can I have my phone, please? Okay. Oh, I'm supposed to... Give me a second, y'all, so I can tell y'all what's coming up. Thank you. Or get me an iPad, and you can use my phone. Okay, give me 1 second, y'all. Let me make sure I tell y'all what's coming up. Let me put on my little reading glasses. Okay, hold that thought right there. Make sure you liking this video. I know we live a little early, okay? So, we got Sean Kingston and his mother coming up, and then on TashaKLive.com, because we are going live right after. this on TashaKLive.com. I believe we're going live at like 7:30, Jasmine, if I'm not, no, 8 o'clock, 8:30, if I'm not mistaken. 7:30 my time. 8 o'clock. All right. So we got Futures girls fighting. Okay. Definitely. I am in talks with Gorgeous Doll. So Gorgeous Doll versus Des Dior. We definitely got Ivory. She done got jumped by Stunner Girl. And yeah, we got some medical information on Natalie Nunn that we need to put out. Okay, allegedly. Definitely gonna be talking about Bernice Burgos, Dr. Heavenly being a doctor coming for Contessa. I hope I'm saying her name right. Contessa. That is such a southern name. Okay, like she's from Athens, Georgia, or something like that. Contessa's double mastectomy, saying that her boobs was too far apart after the lady done fought breast cancer. I said, oh, she's just a nasty person. And then we got white teachers that are allegedly touching on special education students in their classes, okay, while being married, okay? All of that and more coming up on TashaKLive.com. You do have to subscribe to see the second part of the show, which is uncensored and very heavy, okay? And so, yeah, without further ado, we got some sponsors that we need to brag about, which means boldly raise a glass to. Let's go.
Action!
You got the soundtrack! I'm a silent.
I like it when you scraping and scrambling. You back and moving a lot. You scraping and scrambling. I like it when you do that, Daddy.
You know, I deal with the greatest. Yo, you listen to what I'm telling you to do, you're gonna be great. Then nigga, he talked to you about me. What the fuck do he know about me though? Yo, I need this shit to go crazy right now. I need to feel this shit out in Africa. Where you see me at right now, this is my place I come to.
Don't forget the Diddy movie and the Megan Thee Stallion reenactment movie is streaming live right now on TashaKLive.com. And don't forget, we'll be heading over there for our second part of the show that gets a little down, a little in the gutter. Okay, you know we can't put certain things over here on YouTube. It's not my rules, it's theirs. Okay, so if the show is watered down, it's not my fault. Okay, but we got a place where we're not watered down. We wind down. Okay, all right. So last but not least, Sean Kingston and his mother. All right. And so just received, they were pretty much found guilty of wire fraud. Now, I'm going to be honest with you. Looking at the outside of the case, $1 million fraud scheme, mother and son, Sean Kingston, feds kicking the door to confiscate a TV. Warrants facing 20 years in federal prison. So the Department of Justice somehow got involved in this, guys, and I need y'all to listen, okay? I need y'all to listen, all right? Because the PPP loans obviously ain't taught nobody nothing, and we have people that stole more from the taxpayers in millions than they did collectively together. So they're being charged with theft of a TV for $500,000, some bank loans, 100,000, 200,000, some jewelry, watches and stuff like that. It's 100,000. So it comes right up to $1 million, but they put $1 million fraud scheme. And all of this is Rent-A-Center shit. It's Rent-A-Center. Okay? Rent-A-Center. So it's a very sad situation, but I need you guys to really listen up. So Sean Kingston he broke down in court after they handed down a guilty verdict. It didn't take the jury long to come back and say that he was guilty. He was crying, saying, "Protect my mother." because he didn't want his mom to go to jail. Now, he was released on a $200,000 bond. He's on house arrest in his house in Florida. And his mother was pretty much, she's being held into custody because they feel like she's a flight risk. And she's a flight risk because, she's from Jamaica and she probably would have hopped on a plane and just left. Okay. And so she got tied up in this case because someone that prosecuted her before in the past decided to come back and double down on what he couldn't do the first time. Okay. And so let me give you a little backstory. So 12 years ago, I believe, Sean Kingston's mother got indicted on mortgage fraud. Okay, for $160,000. So obviously they found something out during her tax returns. I don't know. She was sentenced to like 18 months in jail. She was out in 12. But the person who was over her case at the time decided to stay on her case. And so when these allegations came up that Sean Kingston was defrauding companies, leveraging his celebrity, which means like he's an influencer. He's not very popular anymore. And I have access to followers. I have access to celebrities. And so if you give me said TV or game system, I'm going to take the game system and then I'm going to promote it and tell my friends to come and buy from you. And so these were oral agreements that he had with jewelers, that he had with video game companies, TV companies, people. It was just BS. Okay. And so all of these were pretty much grand theft. I wouldn't even say petty theft because grand theft when it's in the hundreds of thousands of dollars. So I don't know what game console that he had that was worth $500,000 and then jewelry that was worth $200,000, some watches and stuff like that. But the owners of these companies ended up going to Broward County Sheriff's Department to basically try to file charges. And so they finally got the Broward County Sheriff's Department to kick in the door to go confiscate the TV, the game system. His mother was there at the time. It was a raid. Okay. It was a raid. And so they raided his house as if he had dope, like he worked for the cartel or something, and found their video game and took it back. And so what happened was the guy who persecuted his mother 12 years prior worked for the Department of Justice. He wasn't state or federal. Now, normally when it's with cases dealing like this, the attorney general gets involved when people are, kind of defrauded or when it's wire fraud on a local or state level. But for some reason, the guy who persecuted his mother 12 years prior for mortgage fraud decided to enter the chat and upgrade it to a federal case so that he could try it. This is a true story. He could try it. It's all in court docs. I think both of them are pieces of shit, but I'm just saying, y'all just got to be careful out here. And I'm saying this because, I was reading the other day, and it's got to do with Carlos too. 20% of the world is incarcerated around the world. 15% of those are in the United States alone. All due to private prisons, because our prisons are privatized, which means they incentivize. They get, incentives from states and federal to house people for minor and petty offenses and things like this. And this didn't even require the Department of Justice to come against people who stole a TV and some jewelry and a couple of bank loans and said wire fraud, which means I guess they were supposed to, according to the companies, they had got with John Kingston. They give him this stuff. He was supposed to put down a little bit of money. He didn't put down any money at all, received the goods. And instead of them going to repossess the goods, they went down to tell. And then his mother got intertwined in this because she was there facilitating the delivery, which means, hey, my son is not home. I'm home. Here's the address. Put it here. But she did not facilitate any of the deals that he was doing, leveraging his celebrity in order to get free things in order to promote them. And when he didn't promote them fast enough on an oral agreement, white folks went to white folks to get him taken out. And the mother, okay? And so I'm just still in awe of this. And so the person who decided to upgrade this to a federal case using federal taxpayer dollars, this wasn't a federal raid, which means federal agents weren't at his house when they went to confiscate the TV. Federal agents wasn't even involved when the indictment came down. And so by the time he retained a lawyer, they decided to make it a federal indictment so that this particular person could try the case. And so when you try it on a federal level, guess what? There are federal charges that come with that, and the offenses are much greater. And so this whole multi-million-dollar fraud, all of these were simple civil infractions based on oral agreements that he had with these people, that these people felt like he did not keep his end of the agreement, of the oral agreement, even though there was no paperwork. And I just don't understand how a company would give a celebrity hundreds of thousands of dollars worth of merchandise with no contract. And then when you feel he's not moving fast enough in a 4-month span, because he only had these products for 4 months, you decide to press charges instead of just doing what Rent-A-Center do and come in to take your shit back while he's laying on the couch, repossess your washer and dryer, your furniture, and all that stuff, your watches. Instead, you go and now you're using taxpayer dollars to put this illegal immigrant and his mother in jail, and they about to be deported. Y'all better wake up. And so, yes, it was small businesses. Now, here's the thing. Karma is karma. Karma is karma. And I'm not saying that he didn't deserve what happened to him. I'm just saying it's just really up because what should be handled civilly has now been turned criminally, and now it's federal. And so his mother is now about to spend a long time in jail because she had a federal offense before, even though she was on probation. But they're going to take this into consideration that this is not her first time defrauding, and she was the mastermind behind him defrauding these companies because she told them she was at home during the delivery hours to ensure that they were able to drop off the furniture or the game consoles. Had SWAT teams, everything, extradited him and all of that. Now, this ain't the first time that I've heard about the Kingstons. She wasn't involved this time. She was truly innocent this time. Truly innocent. 20%, guys, I said 20%. Look at the stat. Do you need me to pull the stats? Hold on for a second. Hold on. Let me just stay focused. Let me stay focused because I got to stop reading the comments. Because you can go do your research yourself. Okay. So here's the thing. Now, when it comes to this particular situation, it's like, do I feel sorry for him? No. But does he deserve being railroaded like this? No. I feel like this was just an oral agreement gone wrong. And I don't know, maybe it was karma because, we did interview a girl some months ago and, she was a chef. And I remember this because she's not the first person that came to us saying that, he allegedly stole some money from her. And this just kind of brought up everything that he has been, stealing from a lot of people for a long time. And I can see a lot of people not feeling sorry for him, but it's just unfortunate that his mother is going to have to spend her latter years of up to 20 years in prison just because she's associated with a son or either taught him the game. I don't get it. Do you have their mugshots, Jasmine? Because I'm mad that she ain't going to be able to wear no wig in jail. They don't provide wigs in jail. But in the meantime, let's roll this beautiful beam footage. If you were on TashaKLive.com, you did see this interview. If not, this is the first time you're going to see this interview. It's just a 10-minute snippet from a full interview of her encounter with Sean Kingston and what everybody is saying in California, in Florida, Atlanta, New York, and Houston, that you do got to hide your shit when he's around. Let's go. Because you had a rather just kind of devastating experience with Sean Kingston. Correct. Sean Kingston was recently arrested, him and his mother. I've never in my life ever seen feds raid a house over civil issues. Basically, he was accused of lying about his, I guess, how big his celebrity is and how much money he makes, and dropping names to businesses and things in order to get free shit as well as cash and stuff like that. And so the feds came in and they raided his house. He was arrested in California, extradited back to Florida, made bond. His mother made bond. I don't know if you saw her mugshot. The wig was off. It was horrible. Did you see it?
I didn't see it.
It was a shiny bald head. I'm gonna make sure Jasmine pull that picture up tonight because when we do this story, because it will go out tonight on TashKLive.com. So welcome.
Thank you.
No problem, no problem. So how did you meet Sean Kingston? I know you're not a hoe, and we're not introducing you as a hoe because we did interview a hoe that had met Sean Kingston. She said he scammed her too. And so that's a whole nother subject, but this is not what this is, okay? So how did you meet Sean Kingston?
I originally met him from social media through Instagram. And at the time I was traveling for a paid project with Master P.
Okay.
And I was basically in California for work because I was working on a project with him. And Sean seen I was there because at the time he was one of my followers. And he slid in my DM and he basically was like, hey, I see you in LA. You know, I'm a big fan of your cooking and, you know, why don't you stop by my house? I'm having a party. So that's how I got acquainted with him.
Okay, so you went to cook for him.
History. What's that?
You went to cook for him.
I was supposed to cook for him, but I didn't end up cooking for him because of what happened.
Okay, so tell us a little bit about you showed up. What was the agreement between you two before you got there?
Well, it wasn't about any money initially, you know,
Okay.
because I was just gonna do it just because. Basically, when I got there, he was getting a tattoo. So he kind of was like, you know, let me get situated with my tattoo because he had like one of Chris Brown's tattoo artists over that was doing his tattoo. Some famous tattoo artist. I don't know his name, but he was doing his tattoo. So he was like, just hang on for a minute. I had already just got in from a flight, jet lag, because California and Detroit time is like 2 different times. So I was tired. I'm already sitting around waiting to get started, but he kind of like just had me sitting around for like some hours to begin with, you know.
That's what the host said too when I interviewed her. He flew her in for pussy and had her sitting around waiting and didn't have no food in the refrigerator to offer her.
Oh no.
Yeah. I could tell. I was like, his mama was there. He didn't cook for you?
Yes, his mom and sister was there.
Yeah, he said no, they was waiting on him too for 2 days, and they had some old macaroni and cheese in the refrigerator, and I ate that. That was like a couple days old and stuff. And I said, what? But when I saw, you know, the mama without the wig, I could tell she's a little malnourished, and you know, but Sean Kingston is not. His love handles and the white beater and the you know the skinny shorts. No. But anyway, so you're over there, you're waiting, never got started
or whatever. And I started getting kind of frustrated because like time is going on and like I'm asking him like, you know, is someone going to go to the store or order the stuff that I need? So I'm still just sitting around at this point. So I kind of like take a little nap. I closed my eyes for a second. I felt comfortable because I was waiting and I was sleepy and tired. So I took closed my eyes. I'm going to say for a cat nap. 15, 20 minutes. I didn't pass out and go to sleep. I literally, you know.
So when you went to sleep, that's when all hell broke loose because you woke up.
So when I woke up, I was about to go to the store. And mind you, before I got there, I physically seen my money in my purse. I had just got majority of my money from a project from Master P right before I got there. So my money was there. It was no doubt in there that it got lost before I got there or any of that. So when I went to look inside of my wallet, I'm like, it was like $100 left in there. And I for sure had $5,000 in my purse. So
that's a lot of money. That's a lot of money.
Yeah, but you know what? We in this big mansion. He got like fire rocks as you come up his driveway. It's like these rocks and they light up with fire. He got 2 Rolls Royce, a Wraith, and different cars. I'm looking at all these. He had like about 7 cars parked out there. They all was white. He had all the cars parked in his outside deck thing, like he lived near the Hollywood sign. So I'm looking at all of that. I'm like, okay, I felt comfortable, of course, because I'm seeing Grammys on the wall and looking at, you know, everything. I'm like, okay, he a Grammy nominated artist. Like, why would I not feel comfortable over there?
Right.
So
But I mean, if niggas is in there, we just, you know, I'm just,
I felt comfortable.
Niggas is gonna be niggas.
I relaxed and I let my guard down because I figure who, you know, who
because
I
he
came
asked you to
see.
come cook. So was he supposed to give you the money to cook too?
No, he wasn't paying me. He was just getting the stuff.
So you were even gonna buy the food. So the money that you made from the Master P contract, you were gonna use that to feed his fat ass?
Well, he was gonna get his ingredients, but I was gonna cook for free.
Okay, that's what I was saying.
Yeah.
So, like, was he supposed to give you the money to go buy the food?
Yeah, he was supposed to pay for the ingredients, and I was gonna do the services for free.
Okay.
So,
and why did you agree to do your services for free if you had just left a well-paid contract?
I don't know. I mean, Master P, for one, I didn't ask Master P for the money. Master P was just like, here, you did a project for me. He put it in my hand. Here you go. I didn't even ask for the money. But with Sean didn't offer anything either. So, you know. But when I looked at my purse at that moment, I asked him, I said, my money was in my purse when I got here. Where's my money? So he's like, I'm gonna pull the cameras. But he's like, I can't do it right now. So you gotta wait. I gotta wait until you go home or whatever to pull it. Cause I gotta check it. It's gonna take me some time, is what he told me. So it was time for my flight to come. It was time for me to leave. I'm still worried about my money the whole time. Like, I couldn't think about nothing else. I didn't want no other, I ain't want no drinks. I ain't want a party. I ain't want to hear nothing but where my money at. Where my money at, Sean? You know? So when I got home, he called me back. He said, I just checked my camera. So I'm thinking like a sigh of relief, like, okay, he don't found my money. He called to tell me I didn't see anything. And with his accent, I didn't see anything. It's nothing on my camera. I looked everywhere. It's nothing out of the normal or whatever. So my money grew legs and walked. And after that, I knew, like, I'm like, okay, I'm looking at him different now because I'm like, this Grammy nominated person, like, I'm thinking about the song Beautiful Girls. And, you know, I was a little bit.
But that was a long time ago, though.
Now I look at him as a beautiful liar, you know, and a beautiful thief. You know, because, like, I never got my money back. And that he didn't try to accommodate me no type of way. He didn't try to send me anything. He didn't even apologize. Like, he just was like, I pulled the cameras and left it at that.
So, and you haven't spoken to him since after he said he pulled the camera. You did ask him to send you the camera footage from where you were sleeping. I need that.
You know what? He got the, I don't know if he keep cameras for how long or whatever, but
I'm saying that night I would have been like, yeah, so send me that footage while I was asleep from that particular timestamp. Let me see for myself.
And he know exactly who I am because, like, literally when I contacted him about the issue or whatever, his main thing was I did what I did and I pulled the cameras and nothing's there. Like, he just made it like I was just a whole crazy person.
DJ Academic said he pulled the cameras too. And, you know, when that girl got, you know, allegedly in his house, these be lying. All right, and we back. And so we've had that. We've had all of Sean Kingston's shenanigans. And so I guess he thought maybe these were going to be like civil infractions and things like people got to go sue him. There's no proof. But when these white folks entered the chat, aka crackers, okay, they decided to take him down, and so he won't be taken from nobody for a long time. Okay, and it's just unfortunate that his mom got caught up in this because, you know, I don't know. I just feel like certain people are just too old to go to jail. Just too old to go to jail. I don't know. Okay. All right, guys, before we head over to TashaKLive.com, you guys know that we have our infamous gossip shop, okay? And so one of our best sellers on the gossip shop is the Irish Sea Moss. You guys know that Dr. Sebi, his family, and every health guru stands by sea moss, okay? It's great for the thyroid. It has 98% of the vitamins and minerals that our body needs, and it naturally comes from the earth, okay? Which is the seawater. All right, it also has spirulina that's added in here, zinc, vitamin C, burdock root, which is heavy in vitamin C, helps prevent against colds and things like that. And spirulina is sort of like a meal replacement. It has 100% of the vitamins and minerals that your body needs, okay? And you got to think of the body like a plant. Plants don't grow unless they have everything that they need nutrient-wise in order to grow. If not, some grow, some don't, some leaves don't. And so you got to replace the nutrients and keep it going. That's how our bodies are. And especially the older we get, the more dehydrated we get, the less we're the vitamins that we're able to make naturally and stuff. And so we definitely have to supplement, especially living in the US, because our food is deprived of vitamins and minerals. All right. You can get this on my website, shoptkdeals.com. Use my coupon code TK10 as many times as you want to get the Irish sea moss. Okay. Also, don't forget, we do have the olive leaf. This is a very potent version. All right. That's why it's a smaller bottle. It doesn't take a lot. You don't need the big bottle. A lot less expensive than the bigger bottles because it does hold a lot. But this is for blood pressure. Has been shown to lower cholesterol. It is a great detox, and I personally use it for a cold or upper respiratory preventative measure. And so anytime I'm coming down with something, whether it's allergies or anything like that, I just pop, a few doses of this under my tongue, let it sit, and boom, my symptoms are gone in less than 48 hours or less. All right. And so the olive leaf is available on shoptkdeals.com. Use the coupon code TK10. I don't think I need to run this down because you guys are already just keen to what's going on with the olive leaf. Also, guys, don't forget my favorite skin brightener. And I'm excited because we're also about to bring a body brightener too, okay, with the same ingredients, because this is too small to use all over your body, okay? And so if you have dark marks on your face, on your neck, or just anywhere, I personally have been using the Inez Elizabeth Beauty Brighten Up Serum. Okay, this is made with kojic acid. Kojic acid is that girl out here when it comes to fading dark marks or just hyperpigmentation in general. You can get this on my website, shoptkdeals.com. Under Inez Beauty, just go to the partners tab, use my coupon code TK10 for brighter and even skin, okay? All I got on is lip stain today, and that is from the sugar case, all right? And you guys are really going down over there. I got to tell you, the advertisers are excited. We have a long list of people trying to get on shoptkdeals.com, and it's like, I got to have a VIP line. It's like, because I don't let everybody just get to y'all like that, because it's y'all Wallace, and I don't want none of y'all complaining about none of the products that y'all are getting. Y'all are actually using these products and things like that. And I can't wait in 6 months, because I got a real big surprise for y'all that is long overdue and something that y'all should have been indulging in for years, okay? And so, because our 10-year anniversary is coming up next year. But back to shoptkdeals.com so we can head over to Tasha K Live. Don't forget, guys, the mushroom extract. I personally take mushrooms twice a week. If I don't get to eat them, I supplement with them. They're used in cancer therapy, HIV therapy, herpes therapy, HPV therapy. You can look at the reviews for yourself and see how just supplementing with mushrooms, especially shiitake mushrooms, which is a main ingredient in this, and our Vitamix that we're going to get back on the market here soon. It has been known to help optimize T cells in the body and help your body to clear up a lot of things that they say are just not clearable. Okay. And so you guys know I believe in taking my stuff right here in front of you. I have no shame in doing that. Okay. And if you don't like mushroom powder or like eating mushrooms, you can just get the gummies. All right. These are available on my website on shoptkdeals.com. Use the coupon code TK10 to get 10% off of your individual order. But if you do order the other concentrated mushrooms, which is the lion's mane, that's from memory. The chaga, this is the antioxidant. It helps the cells to perform, and things like that, and stay healthy. We also have the reishi mushroom, which is for cardiovascular support. Pair this with the olive leaf. Boom. You clearing and detoxing the heart vessels, okay? You know how sometimes, regardless of you brushing your teeth and stuff like that, you get tartar buildup? You know what I'm saying? And when you get that tartar buildup in your teeth, you can get tartar buildup in your heart. I don't have that problem anymore. I'm not saying that I don't get tartar buildup, but it's not in my teeth anymore. And so most people have to get their teeth cleaned 2 to 3 times a year because of tartar buildup, regardless, because of the foods and stuff that we eat that are plaquing. Okay. And so that same plaque that's on your teeth, that's why they say if you got bad teeth, bad gum health, you probably got a bad heart. Yeah, but if you're supplementing, taking the vitamins and minerals that you need daily, your body will be able to filter all of this plaque out that tends to stick to your teeth and sticks to your arterial walls. Yes, okay? Supplements, we need them. Our food is unsupplemented. And we got the cordyceps mushrooms, which is energy support, okay? So if you suffer from low energy, we definitely have the cordyceps mushrooms, as well as the energy strips that my husband uses because he has a severe coffee addiction, and I'm tired of his veneers turning brown. And so he just pops one of these methylated B12 strips in, and he's ready to go, okay? And B12 aids in digestion. It helps to decrease bloating. Y'all ain't seen my stomach running around here looking like I'm pregnant lately because I took a blood test and it shows that I was heavily deficient in vitamin B12, not just any B12. It has to be methylated B12, which means a B12 that I can process because I think it's cyanobladin, if I'm not mistaken. I can't process that. And they say it's damn near like cyanide in the body. And so if you take too much, it can poison you. But this right here, our body naturally needs it, naturally makes it and stuff like that. And I'm one that doesn't. And so I tend to have a lot of bloating. But I don't have a lot of bloating now because I supplement with B12 strips. And you can get these energy strips on shoptkdeals.com. Use the coupon code TK10. If you use the coupon code TK10 for any of the mushrooms, you get 10% off. But if you buy all 5 as a set, you get 30% off, okay? And so we bundle it for you. And don't forget, guys, we are sponsored in part by Rockstar Wireless. I'm on Rockstar Wireless. I don't know why y'all ain't my phone bill $20. My phone bill $20. My daughter's phone bill $20. My assistant's phone bills are $20 on Rockstar Wireless. And don't forget, we are sponsored in part by the Sugar Case. Don't forget to get your natural body oils. I got cotton candy, cinnamon donut, all types, watermelon. I put these on when I'm in the shower. I let it sit on my body wet, let it absorb, and that's why my skin is always glossy. Okay? And so these are products that I personally use. If I don't use them, I don't give them to y'all. And I'm actually making deals with companies on products that I use, not products that I think I will use, but products that I personally use, okay? And so, like I said, we got a lot of stuff that we're going to be rolling out in the coming weeks and months as well, too. So get your behinds on shoptkdeals.com and pretty much supplement your life, okay? Use the coupon code TK10 for all products, including the Crown and Glorious, okay? So the medicated shampoo that helps with, build up from the wigs and stuff like that in your braids or dreads, okay? And so this is available on shoptkdeals.com. Use the coupon code TK10, all right? Now I'm about to head over to TashaKLive.com. We got an exclusive on Carly Red. She's divorced again. You guys know I was responsible for helping to put her last husband in jail. This particular one, I think she tried to put him in jail. He quietly filed for an annulment, and we're definitely going to be discussing that on TashaKLive.com. Also going to be discussing Natalie Nunn, Ivory being jumped from the baddies by Stunner Girl. Also going to be discussing special education teachers taking advantage of special education students because they thought they couldn't tell. And we're also going to be discussing, hold on TashaKLive.com, Bernice Burgos and Dr. Heavenly versus Contessa, and Future's Girls Are Fighting, okay? All of that and more on TashaKLive.com. Don't forget, guys, the movies are streaming over there, the Benzino movie, as well as the Diddy movie and the Megan Thee Stallion movie. And also, guys, if you want to be debt-free, go to my website, startovernow.org, for your free consultation with a bankruptcy attorney so that you can start over, okay? It is not the end of the world. All they're going to do is forgive the debt, and you can go out and get more, because that's what you do anyway, all right? Startovernow.org for your free bankruptcy consultation, okay? It doesn't cost you a dime to let them tell you what you qualify for and what it is you need so that you can get on with your life and not have all this weight and just heaviness over your head because you're trying to figure out how the hell I'm gonna pay all this. And you don't have to. You don't have to. Taxes included, student loans included, child support included, okay? I love you guys. Don't forget, guys, we are casting for our dating show, Do You Like Me? Do you like me? Contestants@gmail.com. We are starting to film this Sunday. So if you are part of our members only on YouTube, you will see the initial filming before we cut it down and put it live on YouTube. But we do need contestants that are looking for relationships, looking for love, serious inquiries only. So email me. Do you like me? Contestant@gmail.com. If you have tips on your favorite celebrities, please feel free to email me unwinewithtashak@gmail.com. If you want to advertise, we have advertisements starting at $200, just $200, okay? Please email me at unwinewithtashak@gmail.com and we'll get you those advertising rates to help you to leverage your business using our audience. And yeah, we're going to head on out to TashaKLive.com. And for those of y'all that are not coming to TashaKLive.com, we will see y'all Friday for some fuckery Friday, okay? And with that being said, now I got to go to the stage. Bye!
At Rockstar Wireless, we get it. Times are tough right now. And the last thing you need is a long-term commitment with the wireless carrier for an upgrade with the same features. Congratulations. Rockstar Wireless has your back. Stay connected with America's fastest growing wireless network. Coast to coast, we have you covered. With plans starting as low as $9.99. Unlimited 5G plans start at $19.99. Yeah, you heard me right, $19.99. If you're paying hundreds a month on your wireless plan, you need to make the switch. Get the same nationwide 5G at a fraction of the price. I understand you can afford to pay more, but why? At Rockstar Wireless, it's important to know why. Make the switch today at rockstarwireless.com and earn your why.
When I told you that I wanted us to change, I really meant that. Earlier, when I was talking about the threesome, well, that was just me being honest with you.
I appreciate you being honest, babe, and opening up to me. I really want you to be happy.
Listen, babe, you're my wife. You're my soulmate. And no one and nothing is going to change that.
Okay, so listen. If we do this, we got to have some rules.
Definitely.
Okay.
You say the word.
Just listen. Rule number one.
Rule number one.
No one-offs. No sex, no dates, nothing.
Sounds good.
This is for us. Rule number two.
Number two.
Feel comfortable if I pick her.
But I mean...
Okay, listen. We can pick her together.
Oh, that's what I'm talking about. Yes. Yeah. Rule number three. What's rule number three?
Go back to rule number one.
No one-offs.
No one-offs.
No one-offs. Absolutely never. And is there a rule? Is there a fourth rule?
Watch this full program and other exclusive content on www.TashaKLive.com.
Hey, night, you're nervous because you're not feeling so fresh. Huh? No, not down there, up here. Tell me this, have you ever panicked at the thought of taking off your wig and releasing the worst odor? Or just the thought of your partner burying their face in your 4-week old box braids? One more question. Are you delaying your commitment to growing love locks? Because you know your scalp's history with thick, flaky buildup. If you can relate to any of these pretty common issues, I might have a solution for you. Crown & Glorious Medicated Shampoo. It's proven to not only clear up scalp buildup, but clear it for a lot longer. Using Crown & Glorious, you can do what before was unthinkable, like leaving in your protective styles for longer periods. You know, to get your money's worth. Because the formula used in Crown & Glorious eliminates the underlying causes of that sour smell in your hair and helps to prevent crusty buildup. As if that's not exciting enough, studies have shown that the active ingredients in Crown & Glorious can actually block certain hormones that causes hair loss. And it can effectively reverse alopecia or regrow your hair on thinning edges. So if you're ready to change your life forever, visit myclearcrown.com. Grab your first bottle of Crown & Glorious Medicated Shampoo because your crown is glory and glory starts at the crown.
One day.
This is crazy, man. This is crazy.
One moment. One choice.
I made $1 million in a minute.
Left or right can determine the rest of your life.
Who the f is you talking to? Bitch, don't walk away from me.
Back the fuck up! We need some help!
Nail dance, bitch! Nail dance! What the fuck is you doing?
Oh my God, I think you get shot.
Man, ain't nobody shoot that girl.
Yes, this Corey shot me.
Watch this full program and other exclusive content on www.TashaKLive.com.